Well, good afternoon and welcome back to Stuart's Classic Motorcycle, Bikes and Car channel. On our previous episode, I was explaining that the footrests, the standard footrests are here. But when we're doing sprinting and we alter all this engine for sprinting, my footrests want to be roughly where these rear footrests are. So what I explained earlier was I need to make some footrest hanger plates which will triangulate from this point to here and back, so I can bolt a footrest in this location both sides. Now what I have here is some card, some white card, which I can cut out and use as a template for my brackets which I intend to make. I'm going to make them in card first, and then I'm going to put this card on some 1/2-inch plywood. I'm going to cut the plywood out, I'm going to drill it, mount the footrest on the plywood, bolt it on, and just try it to make sure it's right before I start making it in steel. Otherwise I'll waste a lot of time. So let's get started and I'll show you what I'm doing. Right, here we have a piece of card, and I know roughly I want to go from that hole up to somewhere on this fillet plate and back to here somewhere. So if I put the card there on the bottom of this bracket and draw a line on the fillet plate like that, so that's the bottom hole, that'll be the fillet, and where that line is, if I look at the back, is roughly where I want to be. So what I'm going to do now, is, although this will be a bit big, I'll cut it big so I can see where the holes want to be, then I'll trim it to size later. So if I draw just roughly, but larger than what I want, so I don't have to stick bits on. So these, we'll cut it big, and then hopefully I can see if I can alter it or whether this will do or not. So there's my triangle. I'm going to cut that out and just try it on and see if it's fertile. Before I make these in steel, I will cut the middle out of this to lighten it. So this is just a mock-up at the moment. So let me just cut this out and we'll see what we're doing. Just follow the line. Look, this card is thick enough to hold its shape and thin enough to cut with scissors. So I can do so quickly using card as the first option. So all I'm doing is cutting out roughly 2 triangles. Just like on Blue Peach in the UK when I was a kid. There we go. We can dispense with that. Let's see where we are now. So, that triangle shape, let's get this right, is going to be there, roughly like that. Which I think for a first attempt is not too bad. So it's going to be there like that. There'll be a hole here, so when we met the plate, there'll be a hole here, another one here, and another one down here. So this, I'm going to make this fit first, then I'll transfer this shape onto plywood so I can bolt it on, then I can try it. So all we're doing at the moment is trying to get the basic shape. So that'll do for there. The top hole I think will be about right, which should if we had a pen that worked it would be better. Roughly where my finger is there. So that there, I'm going to put a boss on here, but this plate won't be touching there, it'll be stood out there like that. So what we need to do, it's actually going there. So this one actually wants to be a bit bigger. So so what I'm going to do, I've cut that a bit neat. So what I'm going to do, I'll cut a piece off and stick it with sellotape so I can get the right shape. But you can see where I'm coming from. This is the basic idea. So we'll make that plate, copy this, and that there. What I need to do is weld a bracket on here from that tube onto that flat that will stand proud, and I'll bolt this hole in here to this bracket here. Similarly, there'll be another bobbin here which will stand proud of the swinging arm, so the swinging arm it won't touch anything. So the plate will be there, like so. And we will make that there like that. We'll cut the middle out of this to take some of the weight out of it. But you can see basically what I'm doing. I'll make a plate this side and also an exact plate on the other side to mount my footrests on. Because once I get this here bolted on properly, roughly there, the next footrest will be here somewhere, where my finger is. That's where the footrest is going to go. Roughly there. So that's how to make templates to get your footrest in the right place. Well, I hope you're following what I'm doing. I'll just put the bike. I had a racing paddock stand off my TZR, so I've just borrowed that to stand it on this to make the bike a bit safer while I'm working on it. But as you can see, it's safe now, it's not going to go anywhere. So that's how I'm starting my templates. Tomorrow I'll transfer these, I'll finish off doing this. I'll put the 3 holes in it. I'll put the position of the footrest on it. So like I said earlier, the footrest will be here somewhere. So I'll mock this up and put the footrest on it. So tomorrow I'll be able to show you this made out of wood, and I'll bolt it on here and we can see what it looks like. So that's all for now. I hope you're following what I'm doing with this magic cardboard. But it's just quicker if you do templates in cardboard first, then wood, before you make steel ones. It's a lot easier to work in. Well, I hope you're following it. Keep watching what I'm doing and keep being interested. Subscribe to my channel and hopefully you'll be able to see something special when I'm finished. That's all for now. Take care. Bye-bye.